preparation for phase 4 and how each division joint layout and how our operational deployment. Alright? Okay. Now let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look now. We talk about US markets. US market, where you can see last night the three major US indexes has a mixed result. Like Dow Jones and S&P both fell, while Nasdaq saw a slight increase. And both the Dow Jones and S&P 500, which had hit new highs in early trading, but eventually they crossed lower, which is retreating from the record highs levels, right? And previously, pushed by the Fed's launch of an easing cycles or rate cycles last week, the Dow and S&P markets continues to hit historical highs many times, right? And let's talk about historically, during September, this period is actually usually a weak month for US markets. But because of thanks to Fed's rate cuts, all three indexes have actually posted gains so far for this month in September, right? So, unlike with historical trends where stock market tends to perform well during the periods of Fed's policy easing and ongoing US economic growth, but however, the Fed's success is guiding the US economy to a soft landing will be more important in determining that the whole outlook for other asset classes, right? And we still need to monitor future economy data to actually assess whether the US can achieve a soft landing and the extent of the rate cuts in November. Okay, and right now you can see that most of the technologies that the large technology stocks were up, such as like Nvidia stocks rising more than 2%, which is pushing the whole market value back to 3 trillion. And from Micron Technologies, Micron Technologies stocks surged about 14%. As you can see, 14%, which is after hours, which is about 15% already. And its only reports shows that the surge in demands for memory chips driven by AI led to the largest revenue growth in over a decade during its fourth fiscal quarter. Now, its focus for the next quarter also exceed Wall Street's expectation. Alright, and for this Micron, its adjusted fourth quarter's revenue was $7.75 billion, with a gross margins of 36.5%. So, the optimistic revenue outlook triggered a sharp rise in the stocks market, in the stocks price, right? And from this Micron's performance, often set the tone for the entire chip industry, as its products solve a wide range of customers across the personal computer and also data center and smartphone industry. And this is also why this is a strong earning report from Micron's has may actually also inject more capital into global chip industry. Understand, right? And currently, Micron, along with SK Hynix and also Samsung Electronics, is one of the only three global BMC chip supplier. Understand, which means that it stands to greatly benefits from the current wave of semiconductor demand driven by generative AI. And at the same time, the semiconductor and AI concept has regained attention on Wall Street, which is attracting renewed interest in AI and also semiconductor sectors. Alright? Now, we talked about this already. Now, let's take a look at our next slide. And for this, the Federal Reserve Governor Cook Will says on Wednesday that she strongly support the Fed's decision to cut rates by 50 basis points last week, right? And added the further rate cuts would be an appropriate if the inflation continued to ease as expected. So, which means that the continued improvements in inflation and the slowdown in the labor market means that it's time for the US to ease policy while also closely monitoring employment, which is one of the monetary policy goals, right? And meanwhile, the Fed Chairman Powell stated that significant rate cuts was aimed at protecting a strong labor market as hiring slows and price pressure eases, right? And last month the U.S. Bureau of the Labor Statistics revised that its non-farm employment data showing that the number of new jobs added in the U.S. from April 2023 to March 2024 was 818,000, which is fewer than previously estimated. And for the US labor market, it has already significantly slowed, right? With hiring slowdown and fewer people quitting their jobs. So right now, Fed is now taking an action to prevent further weakening of the labor market. And from the median forecast suggests that Fed will cut another 50 basis points over its two remaining policy meetings this year in 2024. So, if there is another 50 basis point cut, foreign capital is expected to flow into Asia's market in the fourth quarter, which is soon, right? And with the Chinese asset right now, China asset and in particularly getting a lot of attention as they are seen as undervalued. I keep on mentioning China asset is undervalued. So one of the sectors that keep an eye is on nuclear power industry. They are talking about nuclear power industry, which means that due to the clear demand for electricity from AI computing, right, and the shift towards electrifications, the nuclear power sector has become a focal point in the market. So now, with technology giants aggressively building data centers and also US economy gradually transitioning towards electrification, right? The long-term surge in electric demand is widely accepted in the market. And at the same time, green energy is receiving policy support from many countries. And for example, such as like US stocks of Apple secured a major deals with Microsoft last Friday. And after restarting the Three Mile Island nuclear plant, upload stocks surged by 27%. And now, 14 major global banks and financial institutions have committed to increase their support for nuclear energy, as governments and industry also hopes that this will provide financing for the latest wave of the nuclear power plant constructions. Understand? And in its energy and also electricity and also nuclear power forecast to 2050. I'm talking to 2050 report released last week, and the IAEA raised that the outlooks for nuclear energy, and it mentioned that in the high expectation scenario, nuclear power capacity in 2050 is expected to increase 2.5 times the current level. Increase 2.5 times the current level, right? And which means that experts are generally agree on that nuclear energies will play a key role in transitioning of the low carbon energy. Understand? And the strong momentum in this nuclear power deployment is also driving the demand of the uranium. So, as the environmental value of the nuclear power is increasingly recognized, right? And nuclear energy is playing a very important role in carbon neutrality and keep carbon goals, and protecting energy security and protecting energy independence. So right now, the key areas
Tom
to
yum.
watch
Oh, udah tom yum tapi jangan putih, tak sedap putih.
concept in Malaysia and
Tom yum biasa je.
power stocks in US market and nuclear power stock concept stocks in
Kau yang putih
market.
kita sedap.
Alright, everyone understand this part? If yes, give me some response. Give me some response if you all understand. Okay, very good.
Tom yum nanti masukkan udang.
Alright, now let's take a look at our topic number 2, which is Asian stock markets are broadly rising. And right now, you can see a lot of foreign capitals also continue to grow. But why? Why Malaysia's stock market is lacking short-term momentum? Why? Okay, let's take a look and discuss about it. As you can see here, right? A lot of them Asian stock market are all rising, but why Malaysia's stock market are lacking short-term momentum? So first, let's take a look at today's performance of the Asian stock market first. Okay, now Japanese market rose by 2.79%, the South Korean market by 2.9%, and the Hong Kong market rose by 4.16%, and SSE market went up by 3.61%, right? This is the two highest gainer. So, and another thing which is our premium trading stocks and our direct private placements that we have invested in SSE market, such as like we are talking about like higher smart company have seen future price increase, which is expanding our profits, right? So while SSE market surged recently, while Malaysia's stock market remains relatively flat and weak. Come back to our question, okay? And this can be attributed to liquidity and cycles of capital flow. And right now, like first is like institutions adopt a multi-market investment strategy due to the systematic risk of focusing on single market. They don't want to focus on single market. And each market has a different economy, right? Has a different policy as well, has a different monetary environment, which is leading to various factors of influencing market fluctuation. You are agree? So, which means that by investing in multiple markets, even if one of the markets performs poorly, then other strong performance in other markets can actually help to offset some of the risk, right? Which is reducing the overall volatility of the portfolio. Like for example, while Malaysia's stock market is relatively flat, the SSE market experienced high market sentiment and a remarkable stock gains due to new policy and the increase of foreign capital inflow. And through a multi-market strategy, you can continue to profit from it, right? And additionally, now the growth rates of the different countries' economies and different capital market performance often do not align. And right now, with Federal Reserve lowering interest rates, China as the largest emerging market offers high returns compared to developed countries. And by engaging in cross-border investment, we can actually benefit from global microeconomic trends. So factors such as like national economic policies, the population growth, the technology innovations, all eventually all drive the market development, right? So the remarkable rise in SSE markets is because largely due to the favorable government policy and of course the Fed cuts as well. And today, let's take a look at here, okay? Today, only 176 stocks are declining in SSE market. And now, 12,991, which is almost 5,000 stocks increase, including, as you can see, including this 153 stocks that hit the daily limit up. So, the short-term high profits have actually attracted significant foreign capital into investing in China assets, right? And with the supports from policy and capital growth, the SSE market experienced significant rebound today. Understand? Alright, now let's talk about Malaysia market. Now take a look at here, our next step. This is the Malaysia market. Okay, it started from here and ended at here. So now, in Malaysia stocks market, the healthcare sector leads again today, but it was unable to drive the whole market sentiment, or even I could say that it cannot attract capital actively, which means that more stocks are declining than rising in Malaysia stocks market. So, from a technical analysis perspective, the important supports of levels of 1,658 has not yet broken. And the next support for KLCI index is near the moving average 30 line. And specifically, I'm talking about in the range of 1,628 to the range of 1,636. Alright? And this position is a very strong support level. But if it's broken, then the market risk will further increase. And currently, the market is in an correction phase, and with always relatively weak positioning. Understand? There is actually no significant or selling pressure, and investors tend to adopt a more conservative stance, which will result in a lack of new capitals entering the market and leading to short-term focus on wait to see. A lot of people are in a wait to see manner. Alright, now let's talk about the Malaysia currency. The Malaysia ringgit has appreciated significantly, right? And rising about 14% against US dollar this quarter. And the dollar has recently fell by 0.6% and trading at 4.12 ringgit, about that, and also reaching an intraday low of 4.11 ringgit earlier on Wednesday, which is the lowest since June 2021 from the US side. So, which means that Malaysia ringgit is increasing. And last week, Malaysia Deputy Finance Minister Amil, she announced that a series of incentive measures related to the launch of Johor Forest Cities as a special financial zone, including a special personal income tax rate of 18% from Malaysian and knowledge workers. And let me tell you, this incentive, which aims to attract capital inflows into the 100 billion development project and expand its investor base. And sectors such as like Johor Stakes concept stocks, data center stocks, construction stocks, all remain in the focus of capitals. And once these sectors begins to rise, they can actually help to attract a lot of market sentiment again. So the political stability in Malaysia and also the strength economic growth and the strengthening of the currency in Malaysia actually have already boosted the investor confidence in Malaysia asset. So right now, it's expected that the bulls will attempt to push higher next week. Okay, so scholars will attend this point. Please give me some response. Okay, understand, right? So right now, if you understand Malaysia market, now we go into our part 3. Okay, In this part 3, we are going to talk about SSE markets. It's experiencing a robust rebound, right? And we are investing a lot in SSE market as well. And right now, eventually, from the significant capital inflows, is going to amplify our profits for our bonus plan. Okay. Yes, next week. Yes, that's right. Now, let's take a look back at our premium trading stocks again. So our premium trading stocks that we invest in, which is 002693. As you can see, Hainan Swanzhen, it hits the daily limit up again today. So already how many times? It's already marking 10 consecutive limit up. Then here all the way here, which is 10. Okay, so which means that we are achieving 10, right? And on the news front, the restructuring concept also brings positive news for this particularly Hainan Swanzhen. And we took advantage of this favorable market news and funding advantages to actually facilitate trading. And this morning, we sold all our shares as per the underwriter's request. And after multiple rounds of investing in premium trading stocks, I actually wonder how deeply everyone here understands the institution investment approach. Okay, let me just briefly take you again to what is premium trading. Okay, now as you can see, when this is where it hits limit up, right? It hits limit up. So when the stocks hit limit up or continue to rise, the trading activity often involves institution for leveraging, and such as like institution A will pass to institution B, right? And after that, institution B will pass on to institution C, will trade on to institution, and so on, which is to maintain the stock's upwards movement and allowing institutions to profit together in the financial market. So at this time, both trading volume and turnover rates can provide indicators, right? Like for example, an increase in trading volume and a turnover rates of above 10% are significant. And it typically means that the case where, like here, institution A trades to institution B, and institution B will trade to institution E, which is to sustain the upwards momentum all the way from here to here. And since institutions collaborate with substantial capital, trading volume and turnover rates will reflect to this. Alright? If everyone understands this point, please give me a response. Alright, please give me a response if you all understand this point. It's very clear and straightforward, right? Okay, now we talked about our premium trading stocks already. Now let's take a look at the next one, which is our dark pool trading. Now, so our dark pool trading, this afternoon we carry out our layout of dark pool trading in Malaysia stock market. And currently, securing shares in dark pool trading has become relatively difficult. Why? Because as shareholders are not facing a shortage of funds right now, and they do not need to rely on dark pool trading to offload their large amount of stocks at the moment. So this is the reason we must cherish the opportunities for each and every dark pool trading. Such as like when I'm talking about dark pool trading, previously there will be about 2 to 3 opportunities each week, right? But right now there are only 1 or even 2 per week sometimes. So which means that the shares available for dark pool trading will become even more precious and we need to negotiate with multiple institutions and underwriters to actually secure these shares. Understand? And for today, okay, let's talk about back to for today. Today, as we enter the food tradings for Malaysia stocks, which is this is 0245, which is MNH LPG. Okay, here as you can see, this is the chart with a purchase price of 0.765. Okay, we purchased on 0.765, and the direct return is approximately 22%, and with the expected return of 28%. And the holding period for this one, which is 5 days to 8 trading days. Alright, and this stocks not only falls under the non-concept structures, but also benefits from the tax incentive introduced by, you can take a look at here, okay? Take a look, start from here. Introduced by the Malaysia government and Forest City projects, which aims to attract capitals to this 100 billion developments and expand its investor base. Okay, now the incentive announced by the Deputy Finance Ministers of AREA at the Special Financial Zones launch include a corporate tax rate of 0% up to 5% and a special personal income tax rate of 15% for Malaysian and Malay workers. So, family officers within the forest cities will also enjoy a zero tax rate, which is a first in Malaysia, and this trend is expected to commence in the first quarter of 2025. So, forest cities, along with its Chinese strategic partners of Country Garden, have actually been designated as a special financial zone established in August 2003, which is aimed to promoting foreign investor and economic growth in Johor. Okay, now after understanding this company where we enter in our dark food trading is involved in utilities infrastructure service in Johor, including solar, biogas, biomass projects through the Malaysia, and with a potential expansion into Asian country as well, Asian country. Okay, now the market experienced a slight decline, I understand that, but for the upward trends remains intact, and the rebound is expected next week. Okay, understand? If everyone understand this part, please give me some response. Okay. David. Okay, now talk about this. In contrast to the overall decline in Malaysia market today, but as SSE market saw widespread of gains, right? Such as like our higher that we invested rose by 12.78%, right here. This is for higher. It was for 4.7%, 8%, which is a placement offering of 12.24 CNY and a closing price today, which is at 28.9. So 29.8, sorry. And which is resulting to a 143% in profits. So, this is going to further expand our profit margin, right? And it's in a very good hands right now. And it's in a very good profit right now. And higher, that's still 3 months high today. And with total of trading volume of 1.18 billion in CNY and a turnover rate of 0.65%. So, which means that this data shows that in the past 6 months, 6 decisions have recommended to increase this holding, while 30 of the institutions have given 5 recommendations. And as you can see here, right? As I mentioned, after passing breakthrough the WO, it will eventually go up. And as you can see today, it went up by 4.78%. So the latest financial report shows that this year midterm report higher achieved an operation revenue of 135.62 billion in CNY, which is a year-on-year increase of 3.03%, and with a net profit of 10 billion in CNY, reflecting a year-on-year of 16.26%. Right? So in August, a new round of consumer goods replacement campaign was actually launched in China, and with higher meticulously operations details and the air condition replacement chains was fully established, which is all this helping to boost the recovery at the end of the market. And so when we look ahead with the arrival of domestic and international holidays, the demand release driven by replacement campaigns, and the continuous replenishment of the overseas channels, Haier, this company is expected to maintain a very good growth momentum supported by the recovery of the some appliance sectors. And this is also why Haier need to raise funds from specific investor, which is going to expand their overseas markets and build their production base. Alright? So in addition of this Haier, okay, today a new stocks offerings also got surprise from us, right? Okay, now last time I mentioned that this eBay broadcasting wireless media is at a very low price stocks amongst the recent IPOs, right? And with an issue price of just at 9.4 CNY, which I always say that there is a lot of huge rooms that eventually that it can go up. And the total offering are 40.01 millions of shares. So take a look. During the offering process, investors shows a lot of enthusiasm, subscription interest, and reflecting to a strong confidence in the company future and the growth potential eventually. And today, eBay, take a look here. eBay wireless media, it opens at here, which is about 30.25 here, 30.25 wide, which means that it was rising 222% from its issue price, right? From the issue price. And as you can see by about right here, 2:30 p.m., institutional funds has poured into and is pushing it to rise all the way from here to here, which means that the stock price increased by another 100%. And with the closing amount, which is at 39.37. So we're up the way from 9.40 well into 39.37 of CNY, which is resulting to a close of 0. Take a look. The increase of 318.83% now, and it's reached our expected profit target, right? 318.83%, and our eventually target of 300%. Am I right? So, I previously discussed with some higher levels members for new stocks IPOs in SIC market, and all should be subscribed because these are the current market effects. The new stocks IPOs is in a bull market now with a guaranteed profits, right? And I mentioned right now is a guaranteed profit. And with issue price such as like this eBay's wireless is at just 9.40 CNY, which is a very low issue price and a very huge room for increase. So, and the closing price right now is at 39.37 CNY today. And think about it, if 1 million shares was successfully allocated, the highest profit on the first day listing would reach 3.18 million in CNY. Am I right? What about if you successfully allocated 3 million shares? The highest profits of the first day of listing will be reaching 9.54 million in CNY. So, as you can see, the profit is astonishing and it can be significantly multiple a personal wealth if you seize these opportunities. So, very congratulations to those who actually grab this opportunity and get allocated. Okay. Now, additionally to eBay, yesterday I mentioned there are two, right? Another one which is Instinct Information. It actually performed well upon its listing day today as well, and with the closing increase of 105%. So 105%, which means that you can double up your capital as well, right? And Instinct Information is an artificial intelligence and big data technology company that provides intelligence and digital solution to global users and also multi-industry clients based on their self-development, intelligence and text recognition and the core commercial big data technologies. Okay, so we can pay attention on whether it can continue to rise tomorrow or not by this Instinct Information. And once again, I want to congratulate those panels who are successfully get to any of these IPO or maybe even less of it. So, very good, well done. So, everyone understand this part, right? If yes, please give me some response. Alright, please give me some response. Okay, I see some of you are very happy, and quite a number of you. Okay, so let's talk back about this. This is 001279 Anhui Strong State Steel Materials. Okay, here, this is the alright. This is the company. Okay. So for this, it will be announced the subscription result tomorrow for this IPO. The announcement of subscription will be on tomorrow. Alright. So this is also a stock with a low issue price, which is set at 9.68 CNY. Right here, take a look. Which means that it's very similar to our previous. Okay, I didn't state it here. Well, previous is also 9.30, right? And this one is 9.68. For eBay is 9.40 and it went up to 318%. And for this one is 9.68. So with an offering price earnings of P ratios of 17.84, while industry PE ratio is 31.55. Which is characterizing in is a low issue price and low PE stocks. Understand? Which means that this aspect is very attractive to capitals. A lot of capitals wanted to invest in it. So, as the only new stocks of history, it become more reality, right? Everyone will attract. Everyone will focus on this attention for this IPO, which means that it attracts more investors into it. And with the expected returns on the first day exceeding 100%. I was just mentioned 100%, right? But right now, even the recent profits making in FX in SSE market, if the funds continue to concentrate, it is very possible for its first day price to increase to reach to 300%. Okay, which is very similar to eBay Wireless Media. And these IPOs are providing very promising results. Okay, everyone understand? If yes, give me some response again. Okay, while you are giving this response now, for this part earlier, I have already mentioned that bonus plan, this current phase 3 bonus plan has a short cycles and a larger profit target, right? But also requiring a higher execution from all our scholars. So when we come into our third place, the elite trading brand, which is going to aim and to build a trader with strong execution skills, high net worth user based on the completion of the first 3 phase spread, right? So participant will reach when you are reach this stage, you undergo a systematic trader training and a training time travel experience, where is this one, all right? And I know that many scholars are interested in participating in our training camp activities, which is going to start on October 20th. Okay? Remember the date, October 20th, don't get it wrongly, towards 25th of October. Okay? Now, right now, given the limited seating capacity, and all of you, please make sure to communicate with our assistant strongly to actually confirm your registration and to avoid missing out on these opportunities. Alright? So once the list of the participants of this training camp is finalized, then Dimensional will handle your hotel, will handle your flight booking, and everyone will gather in Shanghai on October 20th for the launch ceremony of this event. Okay? I'll make this very clear to everyone. Okay, but I think all of you should be well known already. Okay, now we come to our boxer. So preparations for institution join up our baseball and our operational deployment in our baseball, okay? And for this topic, which is going to explore our joint layout to be more secure. And the stocks involved are primarily from high growth sectors and very promising development prospects. So when everyone will participate in the entire process, I have already mentioned this a few times, which is starting from accumulating shares, then from pulling up the price rally to wash up to start up liquidation, the entire process. So this way, you will personally experience the entire process of market making. Alright? So right now, you all have to understand the fundamentals first, and after that, you all will enter into experience the real time trading with us together in our baseball in the Shanghai. So for the last slide, we have discussed that institution join out with us to multiple institutions or even large funds working together to actually leverage the capital advantages and the information resources to strategically position in a particular stock. Right? And what is the aim? The aim is to earn profits. Right? So let's talk about in our 2023, we achieved 155% profit throughout our joint layout across China and Singapore market, which is the dual market linkage. Okay, and for the stocks that we are entering previously, which is Sunflow Automotive Powertrain System. Okay, and for teams at 4 levels, which is level 1 all the way to level 4, all achieve expected profits. So, okay, now let's take a look at the details of institution requirement action. And during the accumulation phase of the joint layout, let's take a look at here first. Okay, level 2. Let's talk about level 2. So now, level 2 is primarily used to buy low. Okay, buy low and sell high. This strategy is to continuously reduce the holding costs and wash out weak hands and complete the turnover of the shares. 10% of the float, which is building up strength for future markets movement. Understand? And okay, let me tell you the main goal for level 2. The main goal was to first push up the price and then suppress it, and selling high and buying low to wash up broken shares. Okay, understand, right? And now we come to level 3. Okay, for level 3 means works with institution, which is to raise the stock price, release the shares, and create a false peak. So lure in short seller, and this actually helps them to control another 10% of the shares, accumulating strength for the next upward push. Understand? And the goal here is to raise the price and free up shares. Okay, clear, right? Easy to understand. And when it comes to level 4, okay, level 4 teams focus on suppressing and wash out the stocks to collect more shares and ultimately controlling 30% of the growth. Okay, now, I mentioned to you the goal for level 4 is to raise the price and focus out on shares from panic sellers. So during the washout phase, we will collaborate with institutions to make significant upwards move price, so which is establishing a leading of stocks and creating a market-wide profit effect. And eventually, these will attract market funds to actually lift up the stocks and open up the room for future gains and setting the stage for the stocks main upwards rate. Understand? So it's a very important role as well. Now, we look back at level 1 right now. Now, level 1 in main objective was to trigger upwards movement and complete a full turnover of previous track shares. So the level 1 teams will cooperate with level 2. Level 1 will cooperate with level 2. Understand? So to buy there as well and to sell high to suppress the stocks and aiming to assist both in the run and the point of the rushing up the new shares. Got it? And okay, now to come back after this, we come back to level 3. Level 3 means also depress the price to match selling and buying within the 15 plus minus of 15% range. So which is throwing out profit at the bottom and releasing fresh shares above. Plus attracting fresh market participants, new market participants to raise up the average trading cost. And the main goal is to first depress the stock price and then pull it up and then buying low and selling high to wash out the shares. Understand? And another thing for level 4, let me add on to this. Level 4 teams will actually protect the price from normal operation and maintain a confidence of shareholders. So when at a critical moment, they will continue to buy to prevent the price from falling. And also guide against other institutions. Don't want to let other institutions to enter and to scoop up our shares, right? So we aim to wash out the major funds through up a V-shaped reversal. Understand? Through a V-shaped reversal. Okay, and the position remains unchanged. And when the price is right, we will eventually lift up the price. Okay, understand? So again, during this upward phase, they will fully buy in and concentrating funds to actually drive up and pull up the price to increase and creating a favorable market atmosphere. And then when it comes to theme level 1, it initiates the first upward slope. Now, for level 2 themes were aggressive buy-ins when the price rises by about 6% to 8%. Fully pull up the price up instead. And then when it comes to level 3s will collaborate with level 4 and to aim to raise the price to a large order and controlling the price within a 10% to 6% range, which is creating a volatility to attract market attention and encourage other funds to join in. Rise despite differing of opinions. Okay, so how to stay as the main upward wave nears its peak. We will take advantage of the situation of gradually reduce our holdings by 5% while continuing to raise the price. So eventually we'll achieve this full concentrated buy and dropping selling pressure with large orders. And level 4 themes will gradually pull up the price up and large orders stabilize at the high levels. They want to stabilize the price at high levels and ensuring significant turnover. So while also washing out traffic at the bottom and track shares at the high levels. And thereby which are going to raise the market average holding cost. And during the selling phase, we will follow comments from trading departments or orderly to sell out the shares. Alright? Now, scholars, you all have a slightly better understanding from what I mentioned so long. If yes, give me some response. Okay, now, actually, let me tell you, these past few days has been incredibly busy. And this week marks our second week of our preparations for our major layout in the fourth quarter. I have a lot of things to prepare. So the number of research activities has been actually quite intense for me. And tomorrow, which is Friday, I'll be also conducting a research, which means that I have less time to share in class. But however, whenever I have opportunities, I will come to class and share with everyone. Okay? So far, we have established deep cooperation with 8 listed companies. And I will continue my research to ensure that our overall joint layout is more secure. And these stocks are primarily from high growth sectors with promising developments of prospects. And this is very important because I must emphasize this repeatedly, okay, as it relates to our overall joint layout. So, everyone will also participate in the entire process of the average and accumulation stretch and next to the pulling up price rally phase and to the washing up stress phase and finally to the sell-off distribution phase. So, allowing everyone to experience the same process of market making firsthand. Okay? And our overall profit target for this joint layout action is over 100%. Okay, and we will definitely make it sure to get over 100%. And the stocks that we are going to focus are high quality stocks that have significant undervalue, and which is going to support my policies in the early stage of gradually starting of the bull market. And our stock has very good teams and that drive price to increase. This fact is what we want. So which means that during the operation based
Yeah.
on the joint deployment actions, we will actually collaborate with other institutions as well.
Tak apalah kalau aku tak nak ni.
Top step of the listed company, which we have already
Tapi pun lagi baru berarti tu. Tapi pun lagi baru
understand.
Punya lagi baru
Accumulate shares and keep position throughout different sections, and followed by washing out phase. So pulling up price rally and finally sell off distribution to complete the entire action. And depending on the size of the funds and the amount and the timing of the shares accumulations will actually vary across sections. Understand? Which is leading to a different level of profit. And in this stage, we are conduct with a 12 operation. Okay, now the joint deployment section follows a diversified investment strategy of portfolio and it aims to isolate
Memanglah lagi
and
best
reduce
handphone
risk,
dia daripada handphone ibu
dynamic
tu.
risk control, right?
Tapi
So we
jangka
will
hayat
compare
dia
and
tak tahu.
analyze the
Kadang-kadang
performance
hang
of the
juga.
stocks
Sebab dia dah pakai handphone lama kan.
scientific portfolio adjustment and allocated funds ratio reasonably. And then finally, when it comes to when we establish a strict control system, which we will create a precise position allocation and take profit and take loss strategies to actually achieve a risk control as its source. Okay, and this is also why we will pursue stable compound returns, steady increase in our capital's returns curve while expanding account profits to reach our wealth goal. Okay, and another thing which is once we achieve our profit targets of 400%, then 410% fiscal, and I believe at that time dimensional recognition and our competitiveness in the entire Asian market will further enhance, right? And this will also enable us to recruit more scholars to our upcoming Fifth Financial Class. And of course, all of you are interested, definitely are invited to our Fifth Financial Class. So additionally, we will also have more advantages year by year and influence within institution circles for our deployments in the whole Asia Pacific region. And right now, after the Federal Reserve interest rates are peaking, right? And this actually requires our collective efforts and our teamwork to achieve the desired result. So during the training camps event on October 20th, I will actually further explain dimensional upcoming deployment strategy and the participants formats of high net worth members. Okay. Okay, right now, everyone must remember that this is a joint institution layout, which means that we must have strict investment discipline and a scientific capital allocation management plan, right? So the operation for buying and selling targets assets must be conducted in a planned and deliberate manner. So, again, in the market, the entire process unified joint deployment action is actually divided into three different important roles, as I previously mentioned and explained to all of you already. And right now, I just want to touch on it again, which is the three roles of pioneer, central leader, and support guide. Okay, so when it comes to pioneer, their characteristics and roles include rapid increase, testing selling pressure, guiding markets trend, and setting an example of buying stocks, which is successfully stocks is in a category can easily achieve high opening winners, right? And when it comes to central leaders, which means after the success of the first pioneers, they will follow in quickly, continuous swapping and pushing the price higher, and maintaining a strong momentum and maximize upward stage. Okay, and support guard, their role is to follow an upward trend and creating a growth atmosphere. And the core purpose of capital guidance is to protect the pioneer and central leader. Okay, Understand? And we do not just remember this. We do not just focus on one stock. Rather, we will lay up multiple stocks and stocks. Some of the stocks may lack to rotate in midway, and due to the different position and the role of various in the camps, the profits from individual stocks may also be varied. Okay? For us to understand this, please give me a response. Okay? So to understand this clearly, give me some response. Alright, then last year we have achieved 100% profit stocks such as like Sunlow Automotive Powertrain System and high-tech developments in our joint institution there. And definitely I believe that in this year, with our significant capital inflow into SSE market and during this Federal Reserve interest rate cut cycles, we will actually see even greater profits potential than last year. Okay? Alright, that's all for tonight. And currently, the capital is, take a look at here, okay? Take a look at this one. Now, currently, the capital is going into SSE market. I keep on mentioning, while US stocks related to AI and semiconductor sectors are once again attracting market attention, such as like just now, you can see that NVIDIA are doing very well, Micron as well. So, additionally, Wall Street is also investing into nuclear power concept stocks. And in the fourth quarter, which is in a few days and are coming on the 1st of October, which means that in the fourth quarter, we at Dimensional will update our whole operational strategy in response of the changes in global markets. Okay, we will always adapt to the market. And so far, our AI training strategies in both US stocks and SSE have achieved better than expected profits. So I believe that with the arrival of our Fed market and the maturations of the technology, our profits will increase even further. Am I right? And we are doing very well right now. Learning is a journey of self-improvement. And whether we can break through our own limitations to achieve our personal growth, it requires our continuous dedications, right? Alright, that's all tonight.